Number 7. What he didn't say. Daniel glanced at the time. 5 minutes left. He stopped working, resting his chin on his fingers as he stared at the desk lamp in front of him. Lowering his head, he crossed his arms over his chest and muttered something under his breath. 2 minutes left. He stood up, reached out, and pulled the curtains wider. He walked over to the wall and switched on the overhead light. Then he stepped into the bathroom, glanced at himself in the mirror, and smoothed his hair. Back at his desk, he took a deep breath and slowly let it out before clicking into the Zoom meeting. Hi, Daniel. How have you been lately? Ryan appeared on the screen, wearing his usual easy smile. Same as always, nothing special. Daniel smiled. He looked at Ryan on the screen. Deep-set eyes, thick dark eyebrows, a carefully trimmed beard that somehow always looked impossible to shave completely. Ryan kept talking. Daniel nodded. Ryan mentioned a detail, and Daniel followed up with a question. Ryan laughed. Daniel laughed too. Then Ryan began going over Daniel's work, pointing out one strong performance after another. Daniel nodded and said, "Thank you." Ryan paused. Daniel took a breath, preparing to speak. "One more thing," Ryan continued. "Leadership asked me to check whether you were still interested in the assistant manager position you applied for before." Daniel froze for a second, mouth half open. "They're considering opening another position," Ryan said, with the same easy smile. "Wanted to know if you're still interested." "Oh," Daniel nodded. "If you are, once the position is approved, it's yours. No more interviews needed." "Oh, yes, I'm still interested." He nodded again and said nothing more. "Just don't mention it to anyone yet. HR will reach out." The meeting ended. The screen went blank. Daniel cleared his throat and frowned slightly. "Ryan, over the past year, I've applied for 3 positions. I went through so many rounds of interviews and still didn't get any of them. I've been really disappointed. I just want to know, do I still have a future here?" The words poured out of him, smooth and unbroken, sentence after sentence. When he finished, he smiled to himself. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to the Stories by Henry on Substack for more. See you in the next one.